So my name is Audrey Norris, and I am a junior going into my senior year right now. Imagine being away from school and work considering the GIMM program is so intense, but when I do have some time to myself, I am a big fan of playing video games. You know, I used to play a lot of multiplayer games like Destiny 2. Now I'm just working through my story games, Monster Hunter, getting through all of like The Witcher, Skyrim, what have you. And when I'm not playing video games, I'm getting into tabletop. My friend group got into Warhammer recently, so all of our wallets are in danger. But, you know, the painting is peaceful, so I'm a big fan of that, yeah. I started working for GIMWorks at the end of my freshman year, so I've been working for about 2 years now. I'm one of the longest standing members of the team currently. It's me and one other person. So yeah, that's how long I've been working for. Working for 2 years, got into dev team at the end of my freshman year, and I have worked a couple positions. I was a generalist at first, so I did basically anything that we needed, but currently I am the GIMWorks technology officer. So essentially what that means is my job is two things: make sure our current projects are clean and that people know what they're doing, and if there's any past projects that are having problems, it's my job to put out the fire. Once the team moves on to the current project, that project is my charge to take care of. So any websites, any games, any mobile apps, it's my job to make sure that they're fixed and that they're still working and our clients are happy. I have worked on a lot of projects for GIMM. So for GIMWorks, I would say some of my big projects I've worked on is when it comes to websites, I've worked on both the IDAGEM website, the TV Water website, and the Venture College website. So those three all just had different purposes. Venture College, we made them a voting system. We made a big curriculum-based game website called IDAGEM, which was the purpose of educating Idaho students. And TV and Water was this big water data collection project that we worked on for a while. When it comes to some software side, I think one of the biggest projects I worked on was I led the Make-A-Wish project. So we had a Make-A-Wish kid come in, make a wish that they wanted a video game made, and so we built a JRPG for them in the span of about a year now to be released onto itch.io. Besides GIMWorks, I am currently working on my final year project for junior year. So it's a project you start in sophomore year where you're coming up with the ideas and concepts and then have to build every single thing with the assets, the coding, the sound design, and I'm working on a crafting game where you essentially make food and have to balance the spices to get the right buffs so that you can save your town from monsters.
That's cool.
Yeah, a lot of stuff. That's kind of the name of the game with GIMM though. I think one of my favorite parts about working on dev team just comes from the amount of different projects and clients we get to work with. I think when you jump into an internship, from my previous experience, I worked on one project, I didn't get to do a lot, and it was a good experience, but it was such a short thing. Because dev team is this more prolonged part-time job that I get to participate in, I get to work on a lot of different projects, flex my skills in a lot of different ways, and I get to practice a lot of things that I don't normally get to practice in class. So when it comes to the web dev side or this game side, I know way more than I would have if I was just doing GIMM classes. When it comes to current projects, I'm always on more than one. My primary focus is the IDAGEM website right now. We are polishing up a lot of bug fixes for that particular project. My side projects are going to be Make-A-Wish and a couple other small web issues that we need to work with at any time. My day-to-day is kind of complicated. I wake up, hopefully in the morning, to no emails from Ellertson that one of our websites went down. If nothing is broken, then I get to work on my primary project. I, work with whoever is with me to get the bugs fixed, make sure that our tasks are cleaned up, and then just get any new builds out. If there is a problem on a website, the first thing I do is sit down, I go check the AWS, make sure the servers are clean. If there's a bug, I go hunt it down, I program it out, I fix it, and then I release the new software and let the clients know that it's fixed. If I'm doing neither of those things and I actually have some time, I'm working on making sure our technical standards look good and that we have better documentation for our project, so that way when we start a new project, we have a clear step-by-step process to get things set up or answer questions of how should we handle this function versus this function. So, if I have time, I'm making things go faster. If not, I'm putting out fires. If I'm not doing that, I'm working on current tasks for one of our projects. I guess outside of GIMM, when I graduate in a year, which don't want to even think about that yet, but I'd love to be able to go into game design. That's probably my primary interest. I'm a programmer. That's like my trade primarily, and I'd love to be able to create games because it's what I'm passionate about, it's what I enjoy doing, and it's my favorite thing. If I can't do that, then, good old software development in the more standard sense is fine, but game development is where my heart's at.